Hi friends, this is Savijan here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I'm going to discuss about PIM prune mode behavior. So PIM prune and PIM prune override. So both these functions work in PIM dense mode. So PIM dense mode properties are flooding and the pruning. So flooding, it will flood the multicast information to all the receiver. Pruning assumes if the R2 does not have any downstream routers, or if it does not have any host connected to it, automatically the multicast group will be removed. So say if I'm adding a multicast group on this corresponding interface 239.2.2, so automatically it will send a PIM join message to R1 and R3, right? So same way, after removing this corresponding group 239.2.2, it will send a prune message to the upstream router R1 and also to R3. So R3 also will receive the same prune message. So once it sends a prune message, it will start the prune timer, that is 3-minute time period. So before this timer expires, if PC1 is want to join this same group, multicast group, what happen? This join message will override the PIM prune. So that is the behavior what we call it as a PIM prune override. So automatically, whenever any group is removed or pruned, automatically the timer is 3-minute time period. Before this timer expires, if someone start initiating the PIM join towards this same group, automatically it will override the PIM prune. So what we call it as a PIM prune override. So this is an architecture where I connected R1, R2 and R3. So I'm going to show how exactly this PIM prune override works, right? So let us enable the dense mode scenario on all these interfaces R1, R2 and R3. Then let us check the behavior. Let us go to R2, go to the configuration mode, interface faster than at 0/1, IP PIM dense mode. Similar way, so I would also enable the multicast routing. I already enabled the multicast routing. Similar way, let us go to R1, go to the configuration mode, and interface faster than at 0/0 IP PIM dense mode. Similar way, let us go to R3. R3 has two interfaces, one interface connected to the host and one is connected to the switch. So both these interfaces I have to enable the PIM dense mode. Go to the configuration mode, 0/1 PIM dense mode, then go to configuration mode faster than at 1/0, right? 1/0, then we have to enable the PIM dense mode. So I have enabled the PIM dense mode on all this scenario. So now let us go to R2 and let us add the group. Let us see. Go to R2, go to the configuration mode, interface faster than at 0/1, and let us add a group, IP IGMP join group. So this group I am going to add. After that, I am going to show what is a PIM prune and PIM prune override. So now let us add a group 239.2.2. So immediately it will send a message called graft message. So I already explained in the previous video, whenever we are adding any multicast group, right, immediately it will send a graft message to upstream router R1 and R3. So you can see in R1 the same graft message, and also you can see in R3, and immediately this group will be added in the all the routers multicast routing table. So it will be added 239.2.2. You're able to see, right? Similar way in R1 also it will get added. Show IP mroute. So it will be added in this multicast routing table. Similar way in R2 also. Show IP mroute. So this is it will send a join message, right? So now let us do a debug. Debug IP PIM. And also let us start the debug on R1. Debug IP PIM. And also let us enable the debugging on R3. Debug IP PIM. So after that, I am going to remove the group from R2. So go to the configuration mode, right? So let us see, show IP IGMP groups. So these are the groups we added, right? 239 we already added. This is a default group. So this group already added, and this is the uptime. So now let us remove the group. Go to interface faster than at 0/1. And now let us remove the group. So immediately what happened, right? So this particular group will be deleted from the multicast routing table, and there is a time period it will already set. I already told prune timer is 3-minute time period. Let us see the table now. Show IP mroute. So you can see the timer is 2 minutes 3 seconds, right? So within the time period, what happened automatically, this particular group 239.2.2 will be removed from the routing table. So you're able multicast routing table. You will be able to see, right, 154, and this now it is running out of time. So now it is 145. So before that, what happened if some host, say PC1, it should initiate a PIM join message toward this same group, then automatically this join will override the prune message. So that is the purpose we call this a prune override. So now let us enable the join group. Go to the configuration mode and let us initiate a join fast Ethernet 0/1 IP IGMP join group 239.2.2.2. Right? I'm enable the join message, and what I'm going to do from this PC1, I'm going to initiate a continuous traffic. So let us see the time period now, prune timer. So now it is only, or the time is only 1 minute 5 seconds, right? So you can see the timer will be decreasing each and every time. Now it is only 1 minute. So now let us quickly stream the traffic. So ping 239.2.2 minus C, let us start 1000 packet. So immediately you can see this will be cancelling the prune. So that's the benefit of prune override. So because this join message will override this prune timer, and you can see immediately in R1. So R1 you're able to see, right? It is receiving the prune message, right, from 10.2, and it is cancelling the RPF prune on this corresponding interface. You can see in R2 also. So it is cancelling the RPF prune on faster than at 0/1. So now this group will not be removed from the table. Why? Because before the timer expires, this has initiated join message toward this router. So this join message always will be traveled from R3 to upstream router again to this downstream router. So that is the behavior of PIM prune override. So let us see now the table. Show IP route. You can see the traffic, right? 10.2 with the 10.2, the host initiated this joining this group. So since it's a dense mode behavior, it will create a S, G. S is a source sending the traffic, and G is a multicast group address. And these are the flags. P is the prune mode, and T is for SPT, that is the shortest path tree. So now you are understanding. Now it has stopped, right? So now the timer has stopped. So now it will not get pruned because already someone has continuously initiated a join message toward this group, right? So this is the behavior of PIM prune and PIM prune override. So this is the way it works in PIM dense mode. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.